Elliotte, I wanted to ask you about the other team in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, and
Yeah.
we've heard some rumblings like Hextall's job, is and maybe in trouble. Like, have you
Mhm.
heard anything like that out of
I just
Pittsburgh?
think
Or
I think the pressure's on there. I
yeah,
absolutely do. Like that's not a team where they haven't won a playoff series in a few years, and that's not all on him.
right,
He inherited some of that. I think, as you guys know, anytime there's new ownership, you start to think about what you want to do there, and I think also like whenever it's like it is right now when the median fans are taking runs at the organization, it's like the same thing that just happened in Philadelphia. Like your fan, the other thing we didn't mention about was that night that the Rangers were in on the Wednesday night, and
oh,
Oh,
they
right.
right,
and they scored the goal in overtime, and it looked like Madison Square Garden, and,
it
and
did.
dropped right in Philadelphia.
I was
Like you,
there.
like like when your fans are mad at that, and that's your home building, and your fans are as mad as they were at on Saturday at that fan forum, your ownership is watching, right?
Right,
And look what the effect it had on Chuck. I think that anytime you have what Pittsburgh's going through right now, like their media are taking big runs at Hextall. That their fans are really upset, like not making the playoffs there, and they're right on the cut line. That is
they are.
not an option. That is
Right,
not an
Yeah.
option. And I mean, you guys know Hextall. He's
yeah,
tough. He's got a thick skin, but he's not stupid. He sees what's going on around him, and he's got to know if this doesn't get better, then yes, there could be consequences for him. But I
right,
always will say, wait till it's over. Like they're not doing it in season like Philadelphia did.
right.
Like we'll see where this ends up. If they go on a run and they win a couple rounds, we're not talking about this. But we got to
Right.
get there first.
They actually had a big win last night in
Yes,
Colorado,
they
which
did.
they need desperately. They need wins. Obviously, as you said, they're right there on that line. So, um, I just wondered what you were hearing about that, because we've been getting a lot of feedback on Pittsburgh and
Yeah.
Hexy. So, I feel like for him, like how you can't trade Crosby, right? Like you can't trade
No,
Crosby. You
not
can't trade
unless he comes to you. Not
and
unless
said
he comes to you and says, "Get me out of here." Yeah, you
right.
can't do that. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you, I know that I was told there that I don't know if Hextall's contract is like this, but under previous ownership, you could not. There was something in the contracts where you could not trade Crosby and Malkin without explicit ownership approval. Like it was
Right.
actually written into that. I don't
Yeah.
know if any other team has that, but I know Pittsburgh had that.
Right. Yeah.
Could
I
you
could
imagine
see.
trying to trade Crosby or Malkin
Yeah,
without the
I
owner
know. I know.
knowing?
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
exactly.
Not only you get fired, they may not find you.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, disappear off the map.